What they call the Kundalini, the ancients in the Eastern religions, is the movement of the vibrations of God, the power of God, starting at the base of the spine and moving upward through the 7 nerve centers, the 7 churches, the 7 chakras, to touch the pineal, where there is enlightenment. In other words, it's raising the energies, raising the Son of Man from the solar plexus up to the pineal. Well, anyhow, there's a serpentine motion according to the ancients. It's, you know, if you ever see a diagram of DNA, you know, the genes and the origin, you see that's serpentine. It's a movement like this. Look on your doctor's lapel and you'll see the caduceus, the 2 serpents intertwining, moving up the positive and negative electrical energy fields in the human body. This isn't religion. It's not hocus pocus. It's life. There's an electromagnetic field within your body, the positive and negative currents. That's how you're alive. And what they are saying in the ancient times, what Jesus is trying to tell you, is your body is constructed inside so that when you plug in and do what he says, the body reacts naturally to bring you to a higher conscious level above the carnal mind, where you then are able to deal with this life and to live in it as a Christ figure instead of as a human being plugged into the stresses of the carnal mind. But anyhow, getting back, that's that serpentine effect, which is part of the cosmic energies of God. It says in 1 Kings 6:8 that in order to go up those stairs into the right hemisphere, into the right room, the holy place, the stairs were circular. Isn't that interesting? The ancients talked about the serpent. 1 Kings 6:8 talks about the circular stairway that takes you up into the room on the right, which would be the serpentine movement from the lower bodily desires to the higher consciousness into the right hemisphere of the brain. And then it says in 1 Kings 6:8, from there you move up into the third. That's strange. Well, when you look, I think it's 2 Corinthians 12, there the Apostle Paul says that he had an experience either in body or out of body when he was taken up to the 3rd heaven. See, most of us don't even know there was 3 heavens. Enoch was translated to 12 heavens. It's levels of consciousness. The kingdom of God is within every human being, and it's in levels of consciousness. I mean, you've got people in Christianity, and you see them on TV all the time. And what do they do? They're waiting for the imminent return of Jesus Christ physically, and it's not going to happen. How do I know it's not going to happen? Because Jesus Christ said it's not going to happen. I mean, you can get mad at me. You say, oh, this is heresy, you know. But I'm saying, you look at it. Luke 17:20. See, the idea is that we're waiting for the physical return of Jesus Christ. But in Luke 17:20, Jesus Christ himself says the kingdom does not come with observation. In other words, you can't see it with your physical eyes. And he says people are going to say, look this way or look that way. It's over here, it's over there. And he says you'll never see it with your physical eyes. And the reason you'll never see it with your physical eyes, Jesus says, is because the kingdom is within you. It's an inner kingdom. It's a divine celestial kingdom. It's a spiritual kingdom. But we, amazingly, have totally turned our back on that. And you see these guys on TV all the time. Jesus is coming soon. It's ridiculous. He's already here. But he's within, and they're looking without, see? They're looking to the eastern sky because it says he's going to split the eastern sky. Well, in the Bible, come on now, stay down here, prissy. In the Bible, the word sky means the higher consciousness. East means the presence of God. So he's coming to the higher consciousness from the presence of God. The Exodus is not a movement from a country of Egypt across the desert, across the Red Sea. It's an exodus. It's a movement from that which is Egypt symbolically, your carnal mind, which has held you in slavery to all of its wild ideas, its desires, its stresses, its angers, its emotional letdowns, and all of the fears and hurts. And to move out of there across the wilderness is to go into meditation. To go across the Red Sea is simply to move across your emotional nature, which will continue to pound and attack you. But as you look up and lift yourself, as Moses did, the Red Sea parts. There is a way made through the raging emotions to the Promised Land.